Next, let's work with our login form. Login form is very much similar to our registration. So let me copy the registration register route and paste it and change it to login. And for logging in, we don't need any name. We are just going to input email and password, and we don't need this password too. We don't need any name for logging in, and here it's checking the validation, and here by using email it's checking whether the user is already here or not. Here it's checking is there any error in our database. If there is no error, then it will go to the else condition, and in else condition we'll check for it's not docs. That means there is no user with this email, then it will send. Next, let me check is it working or not. Go to login.hbs. This type is submit. We must need to pass some name. This name will be email, and for password name will be email, password. By using these two name attribute, we are retrieving data to this route function. Okay, now we need an action. When someone click on the submit button, it will action somewhere. It will look for users / login, and method, it is a post method. Save it. Let me show you what kind of method it is. It is a post method, you can see. Now in login page we need to show the error message as we have shown inside our register page. We just need to copy this if and is, copy this and paste it inside this form. Delete this, otherwise it will not work. Okay, save it. Ctrl+Shift+I for rearranging your code. Actually, wherever this says the rendering register page, replace with login page. Once again, open your browser and reload the page. Click on this login and submit. It will show two errors. That means it is working perfectly. Let me log in with shakib@test.com, which have not registered it. That means with this email we haven't registered any user. Okay, enter any kind of random password. That is wrong. It will show there is no user with this email. That means it's working perfectly. We are successful to validate our users and error handling. We don't need this if else condition from at the below here. Okay, so let me comment it out, and inside this else condition we are going to check our user by using bcryptjs. bkeep@compare, so it will compare password. This password is coming from user form. docs.password means this password is coming from our database. This user input password and the database password, it will match for both. If the both does match, then it will do something. And here will be our callback function, error, and there will be a boolean variable match. If this does match, it will do something. Let me show you. At first, let's handle this simple error throw error. Next, let's make a if condition. If is match is equal if false, that means the both password doesn't match, then it will return with the user with an error. It will render the login form with an error message. The error message will be password did match, password did not match. Control Shift I for rearranging your code. And let's make a else condition. Else if the password does match, if the password does match, then we are going to successfully log into the user. So let me copy this few lines of code from here. Let me copy this and paste it here as well. Control Shift I for reformatting your code. Uncomment this line. Okay, here in the place of user, let me do is docs, because whenever we search with our users from our database, we name the variable as docs in here. Okay, let's make this 1 hour to 1 day. 1 day multiplied by 24, that means 60 second multiplied by 60 mean 1 hour, and 1 hour multiplied by 24 mean 1 day. And here we will have 1 day our sign in JWT authentication token, and this will be also 1 day multiplied by 3. Now you can see on Mongo shell we have two users, one is Mbappe and one is Cristiano Ronaldo. Let me log in with this Mbappe. Copy this email address, Control Shift C for copying in Linux, and enter in login form. Password will be Mbappe1234. Submit. It is redirecting to home page, that means it is logging successfully. And in our cookies you can see it save a JWT cookie, JWT token as cookie, and name is JWT. You can name anything, this JWT, and this is the value